All right, hey everybody. Hope you're doing well today. It has been a little bit of an active weather pattern for us here in South Texas, especially over the last couple of days here as we've had this colder air mass really slip in. We're going to be talking about how cold we're going to get here these next few days and what kind of precipitation we could see. Ice, snow, rain, it's all on the table here over the next couple of days. I see a few people commenting already. Alfred says, "What's good?" We're going to talk about some of the wintry weather we have possible this next week. Melissa says, "But why with the cold?" I agree. I hate the cold. Alfred says, hello to you, Alfred. Hope you're doing well. And Veronica says, "Hello. I hope you're doing well today, Veronica." So let's go ahead and get into the forecast here. First of all, I want to talk about what's going on just to our north. You're going to notice that there is a winter storm watch. That's what's in blue, just off to the north of our region. This does not include any of the counties in the Kents 5 viewing area, but it does include Junction, which is just outside of our viewing area, where they've had a little bit of an issue with the roadways recently. TxDOT has been trying to handle some of the road issues out there with all the ice and the snow that they have on I-10. Some drivers have been stuck out there, and they've been trying to help them get out of the ice and snowy conditions and cold conditions too. That winter storm watch is until noon, and I believe that's going to actually be noon in a few days, even though it doesn't say the day there. Give me one second, guys, because it says till 12 p.m., but I'm reading the text here because I'm pretty sure that's not until maybe even Monday. In effect from Sunday morning through Monday morning. So that is in effect starting Sunday morning. I was about to say we don't have the winter storm watch in place just yet, and I just said warning. Excuse me. Winter storm watch in place from Sunday morning to Monday morning for areas just outside of our viewing area. So we're going to keep a close eye on that. So we do have very cold air that's heading our way. We're going to have the chance for some wintry precipitation ourselves. Right now, just cloud cover, not expecting anything in the way of rain or anything like that today, really. Maybe a brief period of it, of light drizzle, but that's about it. Mold's at a light level. Mountain cedar's at a light level. Not really anything in the way of an issue with allergens in the air. You see it's very gloomy outside, though. 30 degrees in northwest San Antonio, very cold. 34 at the San Antonio airport, and then Calaveras Lake also sitting at 34. You see cloud cover in all of these areas. Take a look at some of these temperatures, how cold it is. These winds out of the north. We have 27 in Fredericksburg, 29 in Kerrville, 30 in Bernie, 34 in San Antonio. Just very cold conditions. I see Joanna saying, "Just mask up. It helps two ways." Yeah, it keeps you safe from coronavirus and others safe if you may have it and you're not aware. And it also keeps your face warm. That's true. And Daniel says, "Get your sleds ready." Basically, yeah, it's looking like it's going to be fun for some people in Texas with snow and sleds, but in San Antonio and Bexar County, we may miss out on it. We're going to talk about that coming up here, Daniel. So yeah, it's going to be great for snow for some areas, but not everybody. We may miss out on it. We're going to talk about that. Patricia says, "Remember the 3 Ps: pets, pipes, and plants." Patricia, that is a great point. We're going to talk about that here in a moment. I also like to add a fourth one in there: people. Look out for your neighbors and loved ones that may not have a way to get warm whenever it's this cold outside. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump further into that because we have a lot to talk about. It's 11 in Amarillo, 16 in Lubbock, and you see the colder air is dipping on further down to the south. We're not going to necessarily get that cold, but we're going to get close. Wait till you see some of these temperatures. First of all, today, a little bit of light rain possible closer to 4 p.m. Temperatures will be above freezing at that time. But for tonight, check out the freezing drizzle in the hill country. That's what we're looking at. Freezing drizzle and possibly some sleet, maybe a little bit of snow mixed in there, but I'm expecting more ice by 2 a.m. on Saturday there in the hill country. And not going to be much of an accumulation at all, but it could cause a little bit of ice kind of gathering along some elevated surfaces. We're going to also see the colder conditions continue there Saturday morning. 20s in the hill country, 30s for pretty much everybody else. Very cold conditions. Make sure you're ready for some of this bitter cold, guys. By 4:30 p.m. on Saturday, still a little bit of that freezing drizzle in the hill country. I don't think it's going to amount to much for Saturday and into Sunday, but Sunday night into Monday, that's when we could have higher amounts. And we're going to talk about that here in just a moment. there's that little bit of drizzle passing through. That's about it, guys. This is all coming from, of course, this big cold air mass kind of centered over Canada and the northern half of the continental 48 United States. It's going to send a big cold spell down our way, especially Sunday into Monday. You see that big dip in the jet stream. That's where we're getting that colder air from. We're going to have temperatures below freezing all the way down through Laredo, all the way down even to Brownsville at times. So take a look at Monday morning and then into Tuesday morning as well. Look at how far south that freezing line goes. It's all the way through Brownsville and the Rio Grande Valley, all the way well deep into Mexico. Very, very cold air mass heading our way. And you see it's going to be sticking around for a little bit of time here, sticking with some of the colder air. There you have a little bit of rain that's going to be possible for parts of our region. You see anywhere from 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch across the region. Not really too much in the way of rain expected here as we head throughout the next 7 days. But we are going to be having that little bit of possibility with little ice and snow. So I'm trying to see some of these comments that are coming in. Eric says, bring on the snow. A hello from Seguin. I see that. True love. Love the fourth P. Never thought of it. Thanks, what Patricia says about people. We want to include pets, plants, pipes, and people. Juan says we always miss the snow. Roseanne says, yesterday you guys were so sure we were getting snow. Now we're not. I'm done with the fake news. It's just going to be cold. I'm not sure who was saying that we were going to be guaranteed to see snow. I think we could see a dusting maybe in some areas, but you're going to see we are going to have the possibility. We're not expecting a ton of it, Roseanne. So that we still have the possibility for snow. I don't think anyone was giving a guarantee we're going to see snow exactly, but there is the possibility. So the amount of rain we've seen, I actually want to just skip through this graphic, guys, because we've seen a little bit of rain. We're still behind average, still dealing with the drought. The aquifer, it's fine. I'm going to skip through those real quick. Let's talk about this stuff. Snow accumulation. Now, just a moment ago, this one weather model was showing no snow for our area. It's been bouncing back and forth pretty consistently. And when I say our area, I mean San Antonio. Now, areas like Kerrville, Gillespie County, Kendall County, Bandera, you're going to see snow. I'm pretty positive that you're going to get some snow here as we head into Sunday night and Monday. But look at this cutoff. I want you to see how sharp it is. Notice that areas that see 3 to 6 inches to areas that see none, that's like a 6-mile distance there. It's going to be a sharp cutoff. Those that don't get snow are going to get all rain and also a little bit of sleet and freezing rain. That sharp cutoff of who gets snow and who doesn't get snow. So again, this is just a possibility. This is just one run of a weather model. And if I show you it again in 12 hours, it could say no snow at all. I want you all to always remember that. This is one run of the weather model. Here's what I'm thinking right now. I think the hill country is going to get a lot of snow. I think that we could get a dusting to 1 inch in parts of Bexar County, but we could also end up with 1.5 inches to 2 inches in parts of Bexar County. It's really still kind of up in the air. Snow forecasting is really difficult for this part of the country because it happens so rarely. So, guys, again, take this with a grain of salt. It's not guaranteed that we're going to see this amount of snow. We could still see nothing. But this is one run of the weather model showing that we could see maybe even 3 to 6 inches of snow in some parts of Bexar County and San Antonio. So, and again, if I showed you this an hour ago, it showed no snow in San Antonio. And that will be occurring Sunday night into Monday morning. That's when we're expecting the possibility for some frozen precipitation. Now, here's something I'm even more concerned about: ice. A half, or rather, a 0.05 of an inch to 0.2 of an inch of ice could lead to some spotty power outages, but more than 0.2 of an inch, we could start seeing a lot more power outages. That's looking like it will be more to our east, closer towards Houston. I would not suggest driving to Houston Monday morning. If you have to drive Monday morning, to Houston, drive very carefully, but I would strongly suggest don't do it, because if we do have that much ice on the road, we're going to have big pileups like what they had in Austin and Dallas just a couple of days ago. The deadly pileups that they had. We don't want that issue. But that's going to be Monday morning. So the timeline, Monday morning, that Sunday night, Monday morning, that's when we're going to see a majority of this start to fall. And I want to go ahead and show you all that in the 7-day forecast too. Here's a look at the 7-day. Notice the increased chances there Sunday night. I'm actually put an arrow right there on it so y'all can see it, that 80% chance. So we're going to have a little bit of precipitation there Sunday, but then Sunday night, that's when we're going to see more in the way of the ice, the snow. Some of us will see nothing but cold rain. That's going to be way further south, I think. I think that even down towards Cotulla and areas like that, we could start to see more ice, even than just plain old liquid rain. So remember, temperatures, look at what they're falling to Monday morning, 18. So we're going to be below freezing. We're going to have frozen precipitation likely. Now, there is the possibility of some dry air moving in too before the snow can even occur. That's why the model was backing off on some of the snow, because dry air could move in before we switch to snow, and that would cause us to get nothing in San Antonio as far as snow is concerned. I still think we're going to see ice. I think we're going to get a little bit of ice no matter what. The amounts still could be up a bit of a toss-up. I do think that spotty power outages, these are the impacts that I'm expecting. I think spotty power outages right now, we are going to have hazardous driving conditions, especially into the hill country. And we also are going to have that possibility for heavy snow in the hill country. So that's what we're expecting right now. But the higher chance for precipitation, the highest chance we have all week is going to be Sunday night into Monday morning. That 30% chance on Monday, that's going to be in the morning hours. Check out the wind chill too, maybe down to 5 degrees. This is a very dangerous cold. That's why you need to protect the people, the pets, the plants, and the pipes. Drip those faucets and open up the cabinets for any type of faucet that you have along an exterior wall in your home. So if behind your faucet, it's the outside basically, you need to go ahead and open up the cabinets under. It allows warm air to go in under the sink and go around the pipes, warm air from inside your home, of course, and then you drip the faucet to allow water to continue to run instead of freezing. You also want to make sure you have ways to stay warm inside your home. Contact your friends and family, your neighbors, to make sure that they're good with anything in the way of the cold air. Protect your pets. If they're outdoor pets, maybe bring them inside for the night or the few days. Maybe put them in the garage where it could be a bit warmer. Make sure they have a way to stay dry. That's big. Make sure they can stay dry because it is going to be damp. And once they get cold and wet, that's where we have some of the really dangerous conditions. People with livestock, most of you already know this. Anybody with livestock or maybe horses or anything like that, make sure that you continue to break up the water from their source. Maybe they have a big tub of water outside or a pond. Just head out there with a wooden pole and just try to keep the ice broken up so that they can continue to have access to water. That's always very important too. And then also plants, cover them up, bring them inside, whatever you can do to protect them, do that as well. So you see there, 32 degrees for today was the low, 37 the high, 31 tomorrow morning. It's going to be very cold, only rising to 35. We're going to have a little bit of freezing rain possible, mainly into the hill country. 30 there when you're waking up Sunday, 37 is the high, a little bit of rain, a little bit of ice up into the hill country, and then you see the rain chances, they really bump up. A majority of the precipitation we see this week will occur Sunday night into Monday morning. 16 for the low Tuesday morning, very cold, 31 for the low Wednesday, 27 for the low Thursday. So yes, this cold air is going to be sticking around for a little bit. You see that we also have below average temperatures expected from day 8 through day 14. Beyond the 7-day forecast, we're going to be having the temperatures possibly in the 50s for highs and 30s for lows still. So that lets you know we're going to continue to have the cold conditions. Grace says, I just need to know how the road Saturday midday will be. Grace, I'm going to let you know now. Saturday midday, I think they're going to be fine. I think you'll be able to get around just fine. That is if you're not in the hill country. If you're in San Antonio, I don't expect any issues on the roadways. I think we're going to be above freezing, and we're not going to have anything in the way of ice. So, Grace, I hope that answered your questions. You can go. I see somebody saying you can go Monday when it's 18 and not raining. I'm not. When can I go running? I see that. Jessica responding with the cold conditions there. Woo, I don't know if I'd run in 18 degrees. That's cold. I see drip either faucet or hot water faucet. You know what? I've never been asked that question. I would drip both faucets just in case, but I think it is just the cold water faucet that you do need to drip there. I see someone responding with the cold water faucet. I believe that is correct. I see good weather. I see Grace says yes, San Antonio. Yes, Grace. Saturday at midday, you will be fine to drive, I believe. I don't think we're going to have any issues in San Antonio. Still take it easy on the overpasses though, just in case. But I think you're going to be fine. Maybe some damp roadways. So you'll have to look out for that. What about New Braunfels and the snow? Megan, right now it's still pretty much. I think New Braunfels will see snow, but the amount is still kind of iffy. Some of the weather models are saying a lot. Some are saying not so much, and they're back and forth. They're going back and forth on it. So it's still uncertain how much we'll get. But I will tell you, some weather models are calling 3 to 6 inches, while others are calling for maybe about an inch for New Braunfels. But I think it will be enough that you'll be able to do some sledding, build snowmen. The only worry that I have is the amount of ice we could see as well. So that's what we're looking out for. The next 3 days, you see the big drop. Check out Amarillo, going from the 20s to the single digits. You see temperatures dropping there on Sunday to the 30s and 40s. Lubbock dropping to 14. That's going to be that cold air mass that heads our way. If you wanted to do some hiking at Texas State Parks tomorrow, I always like to show this, but it is going to be very cold. Just know that. And maybe a little bit of snow and ice off towards the hill country. I would not suggest traveling off to the hill country over the next few days just because of the snow and ice that's going to be possible. We're going to be, of course, talking all about that the next few days. So be sure to watch Meteorologist Andrew Wilson at noon. She'll have the latest update to the forecast here in just about 20 minutes. Grace says going to Austin this weekend, coming back Sunday. Grace, there could be ice on the roads in Austin on Sunday. So just drive cautiously. TxDOT's out there treating the roads, but drive with a lot of caution, and please drive carefully because off to our north, they're going to have more ice and more chances for snow and even colder conditions. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. I see Michael actually asking, are we expecting snow in San Antonio or just ice? Michael, it's looking like we could get a little bit of both. So we're going to be talking about that at 4, 5, 6, and 10. I'm going to be on with Weather Chief Bill Taylor at 4, 5, and 6. And, of course, he'll be covering all this at the 10 o'clock newscast. Meteorologist Andrew Wilson, meanwhile, has an update coming up at noon. And we're going to be having updates all throughout the weekend on all of our digital platforms, as well as online and on air, keeping everybody updated on this event all the way through it. So, guys, we'll keep you updated right here at Kent's 5. I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay warm. Reach out to some of those neighbors that you may have that may not be able to stay warm in these kind of conditions. Anybody who may be homeless in the community. Of course, remember to practice social distancing with coronavirus still being a thing, but find ways to help. San Antonio is so good about helping each other and getting through tough times. Well, it's going to be a tough weekend. Really tough weekend into early next week with how cold it's going to be for some of those in our community. So let's look out for each other and let's get through this big cold spell we have ahead of us. We got warmer days, hopefully, coming in just about a month. So we'll keep you updated on everything right here at Kent's 5. Y'all stay safe, stay warm, and don't forget, Meteorologist Andrew Wilson is on with the latest update to the forecast coming up at noon. Y'all have a wonderful Friday.